Hey there, guys. We've got news for Global for June 27th. And joining me yet again for part two of the anniversary news is Tommy again. You can go ahead and say hello, Tommy.
Hi, Sinzar. Thanks again for having me for the second part of the anniversary news this week.
Indeed. And for the most part, we really don't have a whole lot of new information. So if you want, the full details, check out our live stream recap video from yesterday. But in this video, there are a few small things that weren't covered in the live stream, and we're going to go over it. So first of all, the pricing. We now know how much it's going to cost for Ethy and Fundamental Force. So Ethy, if you're going strictly for the cheapest possible route, it looks like 51,000 Lapis, which is honestly not that bad really for a premium Neo Plus unit. People were speculating maybe it's going to be the same as Zon, maybe it's going to be overboard, way more than Zon. But I'm pleasantly surprised that it's, only 51K. What do you think?
Yeah, I was definitely on the on last night on the stream. I was definitely in the camp of this is going to be 90K, 95K. But wow, 51 is really. I mean, it must kind of like another anniversary gift actually that they're making it so cheap.
Mm-hmm, definitely. And now you can go directly for her, which is going to be the cheaper method, or you can go down here and get the special vision card along the way. You are going to pay slightly more doing it that way, but this is a shared step up with rate ups for both of the units. So that, if you're wanting both of them, it might be better to go down here and then do the follow up on the single one. And then there's another standalone for Fundamental Force we'll get into in a second. But other than that, all the unit information, really nothing new here. All of that was previewed specifically in the live stream. We talked about it yesterday. So, yeah. So, the only other thing is the Fundamental Force. And how much is hers, Tommy, if we go just for the cheapest possible?
Yeah, I had her down as 40K for the cheapest, but if my math is right and you did both of the card step ups because there's two available to each player, and then you finished off on the kind of the top banner for each, I think it was 42K for Ethny. So for only two more K, you can get a second Hio card if you really want. So even that's very reasonable.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, so based on that, I'm probably going to be going for both of them. It of course definitely depends on their final kit that I'll check out tomorrow night or 2 nights from now. In any case, the data mine is available. But it's looking pretty good, and I'm liking the prices. I'm almost certainly going for both of them. How about you, Tommy? Do you have a little stash saved up to go for these?
I do, especially if we get the 16K plus the 10K from Vision World. I think I would have like 235 or 240,000 lapis. So that, yeah, definitely I'm gonna be going for both.
Very nice, very nice. And there's a bunch more, news about special campaigns, special paid bundles if you wanted to go for those, login rewards, gifts, and all of that. I'm not really going to cover all of that. Just know that you're getting a whole bunch of freebies and some good cheap deals if you feel like going for those. But this one I'm going to draw attention to specifically. The Envy Guaranteed Special Step Up. Just because I feel like this one seems to be, I guess, mostly if you really want one of the recent units. Like, for myself personally, I really need an extra copy of Zon for his EX2. So I'm probably going to do this. And among other random perks you get here, these special tickets are what I like. It's right here, the Envy Fragment Select and the Curated Envy Select. And just real briefly show what those give. This is the Fragment Select, and they're not showing Zon, so Zon's probably not available from the Fragments, but he is available as a unit select. So, depending on how my polls go for Ethny and Fundamental Forces, if I don't get an off-banner Zon, I'm probably going to go and do 30K here to get myself a Zon. But overall, what do you think of this step up? Is it like good value, do you think, Tommy? Do you think, only go for it if you really, really want Zon, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I never pulled for Zon, so I don't even have Zon at all. So I'll likely do the same thing, try to get Zon. I'm still a little bit short on my Noctis being EX3, so I may use some fragments for that, depending on I know I have Xyrus. I'm not sure how much I really put into him, but yeah, I think it's a good value as well, especially since the units are newer units, and we haven't had many of these kind of banners in the past, so I like it.
Mm-hmm. And I will also point out down here. So for those that are more patient than me, down here the not this one, the right here, the Envy Unit Select 8th Anniversary also includes Zahn from this. This is, I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be coming from the 8th anniversary replica Lapis. Now, the Unit Select usually takes 10K, and depending how much they give right up front, it might take, a week or more to get 10K of that, or might get it on day one. I don't know. But if you're more patient, you could go for that and get a copy of Zahn and save 30K. You know, an option.
Yep. Yeah, and I may try to get two Zahns because I have zero at this point. So
Mm-hmm. Also, I will mention that Zahn's fragments are still in the VIP shop. I think for another week. I know they're there right now. They might have another week to go. I don't know, but you might want to check that in game and potentially get those if you want to spend some VIP coins.
yep. I'll just check real quick. I think you're right, but yes, they're there till the 3rd of July, so one more week.
Oh, okay. Oh, perfect, perfect. Let's see here. So, Fundamental Forces, the final chapter. We know about this. Just here it is. You get 3,000 lapis for doing it. That's awesome. Other stuff, 8th anniversary, replica lapis, etc., etc. We have to see that on Thursday. Also, we're getting a story update. So, I was a little worried about we might not reach the end of Chapter 4 or Season 4. We're still quite a ways off. The finale of Season 4 seems to be wrapping up either Chapter 14 or maybe going to Chapter 15. This is just starting Chapter 12 on Global. So it's more stuff. They certainly may bring all the rest of it out as well, which would be awesome. I really hope they do, so people can see it for themselves in English. But just in case, you can check my channel for the finale of the season, just in case. But here's Chapter 12.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad too that they're continue to crank the story through. I hope they do get to the end. It would be sad to kind of cut the story off mid-season and not get the conclusion of it.
Mm-hmm, definitely. And then Clash of Wills. We knew about this one again from the live stream, and I browsed it briefly, and honestly, there's not really much new information in this little news bulletin. I guess other than right here, we kind of expected this though. There's not going to be a turn count, so you can take as long as you want, but they're doing the final morale values. Yes, and some people were saying, how are you supposed to do 3 fights in 10 turns? Well, you don't have to. It's no turn count. That's nice.
Yeah.
But
Still could get a little tedious going up to 99 if you have to do 3 fights unless they're easy 1-turn kills up to that point. So I guess we'll see how the fights are set up.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely hoping that at the very least the multi-fights don't even start to Echelon 5, and then even then I'm kind of hoping that they're only an optional challenge modifier, but they actually may be always there. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the only other news is, a little bit of amusement. The maintenance is scheduled to be 12 hours long. We already know it's going to be extended, so look for something like a 14 to 16-hour maintenance tomorrow.
Sounds like a long shift for that one guy that's doing all the work here.
Oh, I know. And this is actually a little bit unfortunate for me because I do have plans tomorrow evening, and I was really hoping to live stream Clash of Wills in the morning, and then hopefully wrap it up around lunchtime, and then I'll be fine. But for my time, if it's not even expected to, so for my time, this means it'll be finishing around, according to them, around 11 a.m., probably more like 1 p.m., meaning I may have very limited time to live stream Clash of Wills. I might have to delay my stream until maybe late at night. We'll see. It's possible they finish the maintenance early, which would be amazing. I hope so.
Yeah, it's a long one for sure.
Mm-hmm. But in any case, I will try to live stream this, but depending on when maintenance ends, I might either live stream after maintenance or later on. We'll have to see.
Awesome.
But that's basically it for the new stuff. So I'm kind of excited. Oh, and for people that are wondering about the serious boss battle stuff, that's actually not coming until next week. It'll be releasing on July 4th next week. That was there's a really small fine print on the live stream data or the slide that showed July 4th for those releasing. So those aren't this
Right.
week.
Yeah, and the TBD there was whether or not all 4 battles are going to release next week, or if they were going to kind of stagger them and try to maybe do one a week or something like that. So I guess we'll have to wait and see on that.
Yep. So that's mostly it for the news, I guess. Again, we covered the majority of this last night. So thanks again, Tommy, for joining me for the new information.
Yep, I appreciate you having me back.
All right, so as soon as we have the unit data for Ethy and Fundamental Force, I will add them to my spreadsheet. I will make a video giving you my final impression thoughts, and then we will have to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm super excited because I haven't pulled, I don't think, since maybe Chow or something. It's been it's been quite a while since I actually spent Lapis on a banner, so this is going to be exciting for me to have 2 units to pull for.
And it's actually kind of nice for me too because for me the dark team is really coming together all of a sudden because about 2 weeks ago I got the new Lulu from just a random summon. It wasn't even a video summon. It was like a random EX ticket one day, and I got the new Lulu with the 70% field. And then yesterday I got the new Jekt, the new 1200 liter for dark Jekt from a video summon, which is amazing. So I now have both of them. They're only EX1, so hopefully maybe some of these fragment selects from the anniversary can get me to EX2 on those. But I'll definitely be getting EX2 Zahn as well. I'll probably be getting Ethy. So I'm getting all the dark kids together. And that's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, that'll be fun to use that. Hopefully, use that team in some content coming up.
Serious boss battles. That's my plan. I'm gonna try to use them in the serious boss battles if I can.
Yeah, I did get a Lulu. I don't remember if it was from one of the 8+3s or one of the video summons. I've been pretty bad with luck on the video summons lately, but yeah, I did get a Lulu, which is cool. I haven't pulled for anybody else, so I don't have Jekt. But yeah, you never know. Lots of pulls coming up. Maybe I'll get lucky with one of those.
Yeah, we got the tons and tons and tons of free summons. Some of them, a lot of them actually are going to be available on Thursday, and then the rest are going to be spread out a little bit. But yeah, plenty of summons coming up.
Yep, looking forward to it.
All right, I guess we'll see you then.
Thank you very much for having me back.
Later.
Later.